Hey, so if you watched my first video, check out my second video. Hey, what's up? Now this is the second video. Anyway, back to the dogs. That was some shit. The living room we were in, this house that we were in it was like a kitchen, right? That we had all that stuff in. But straight the fuck up, it was almost like half my mom's house. Anyway, we were in a really nice house. Like, there was a driveway, right? It was like a gray house, like a gray and what? Well, the house obviously had a roof, so the roof was probably, I don't know what the roof was, but it was like I had went outside and I looked across the street and I could see a house that was similar to like our house, right? But it was just like in a certain neighborhood, I guess if you could say, right? And I could see like there is like this, and it also made me think of Pleasantville too. What's outside of Town Hall? Or what's after Town Hall? Just right around again. Right back around again. It's some crazy shit. Somebody else was there too, though. There was another person there. I had gone outside, and there was we lived right next to Domino's. I don't know why, but we did. But I had went outside to like just go browse around, chill, or whatever. I think I was about to smoke or something. I went to go outside to sit like on the like the stairs. And like there was a Domino's right here, and there was like these kids. There was like maybe a group of them, like maybe 4 or 5 of them. There was a couple. The girl, they were black kids. Some of them were lighter black kids, but they were black kids, because I remember I was outside with somebody. I don't know if it was my brother or not, or just somebody. It was like we had said something to them purposely because they were black kids and or whatnot. But they had basically ordered a pizza and then ran away without ordering, like paying for the pizza. And so the guy came out to be like, yeah, take this pizza, and I don't know what the fuck. Like they had pranked him or something. I was like, and then I think I was being silly, right? I was like, oh, well, you could just leave the pizza here then. Shit, I'll eat a fucking free pizza. Fuck that shit. But I think it was a pepperoni pizza, bro, bitch. That's what the kids. Don't you think it's strange that they have pizza slices literally everywhere? Can we have a quick something? It's like all these houses. But there was like 2 levels. Like there was a top level and there was a bottom level. And the bottom, like me and you had literally straight up talked to each other, and we were like, did you even look through the house before you even got it? And we were both literally like, no. So we were like, let's go explore this house, right? And like it was like this whole thing, and there's all these rooms and all this stuff, and you were like going through the doors and stuff like that. And I just kept going straight because I was like, well, I'm gonna start all the way in the back, right? And then work my way up, right? That way I could see everything. I didn't want to, And when I went down to the back, I had made my way back into that kitchen. But I was downstairs. It was like I had kept going, and when I got to the back of the wall, or the back of the downstairs, and to go and look, and I like turned the corner, it went right back into the kitchen. I went back into the hall. I took a right, and there was this room, and then there was another little door, so I was like, oh, maybe this is a bathroom or something, right? So I took a left, and I went straight, but when you went straight, it went right into the kitchen. And then when you look behind you,
it sounds like quite the kitchen. It moves.
But when you went back into the kitchen and you looked behind you, it was the upstairs. And the only way to go back through that was to go back down the downstairs and go back around. Then it made me think of walking through walls, portals, all that dumb shit. I was like, what in the F-U-C-K, right? I was super tired too. I am super tired still. No, I just woke up. Skirt! Okay, well, that's all some crazy ass shit. Now, right? Then you go into the new house. And you're like, well, I still want to decorate it, right? Don't you think it's weird that some people have really big houses and they're not even decorated? Don't you think if people had shit tons of money, they would just decorate it? Well, they do not have time. And I thought, I know, right? But I did think of him again. I did not mean to. He just comes to my dreams sometimes. It's like he comes and talks to me. I don't know. Michael Jackson? I was telling you about that. I don't think he was a pedophile. I think he was different. Because I see this room, and there's this room that has like a bunch of beds. Like a bunch of them. And like each room is made for something specific. Like there was this room that had a bunch of beds. And there was like 20 of them, like 20, 30 beds in this room. Like this room was huge. And each bed was not tiny. There was some tiny beds, but they were big beds. And there was this big old screen that you could watch and be relaxed. And people could come. Imagine if you and like fucking 100 of your family members came and slept in this room, right? And or whatnot. And here's something funny, which I don't know why it's that specific, but I did remember that, and it makes me want to say it. Everyone was allowed to be in that room, but not even the adults could have they could not be inappropriate in that room. Like, they could not have sex. Even if there was nobody in the room, there's this thing, or the less energy, if somebody did do that, it would stay inside the room. And then somebody would know. Ain't that some crazy shit? So, like, if you wanted to do something inappropriate, you just have to go to a real room. I feel like that's... Oh, no, Lise, I could get away with it. No, I wasn't even allowed to get away with it. And it was basically my house. But there was another room, too. Just like when we were looking at that pantry and or whatnot, imagine having your family be like, oh, well, I'm hungry, we'll just go to the pantry. And it's like, imagine our entire apartment, like ours, straight up, every single room is a kitchen, is a pantry, has food.
My goodness.
That's called wealth right there. Straight the fuck up. And having family members, imagine if you were like, oh, you want to come to, whatever. And they'd be like, oh, do we need to bring food or anything? No, you don't need to bring nothing. Just bring yourselves. Food, beds, entertainment. And then the bathroom was very big. The bathroom was really big. It was really some like Coming to the America stuff. You remember when they were washing his noodle? They were watching his business. But it was like I was like there's this room and you can like bathe yourself, and it's a bunch of tiles. It's not anything. It almost just looks very nice. It doesn't look like nothing really, like almost like a pool place, but obviously not a pool place. There was like different like bodies of water, and there was one that was really big, but there was also a small one, and there was like a place where you could shower and all that stuff. Like there was like one room for everything, and everybody was just like Gucci, you feel me? So everybody was just chilling with each other and doing their own thing. But I was in this thing. She's not even listening. But I was in this thing, and they were washing me, right? No, I want to wash my own business. But it was like people were washing me. Ain't that some shit? And I was crying. I was like crying. I was like in pain. Imagine all the tears you cried could fill up a pool, and you were actually swimming in your own tears. Is that what we think of as drowning? I'm just a messenger lady. I'll probably figure it out later. They were not mean. They were not mean. They were very nice. That's a whole lot. Okay, well, I'm gonna get off of here. Because I have no idea now. And then I thought about that too, because I was like, what the fuck is happening? And I was just like, maybe you released chaos on the world. Like, what did they open, right? And I was like, no, I think chaos was already released onto the world. And it was like I had picked up this thing. Chaos, we're just gonna pick it up. And I put it, holy shirt balls, I put it right into the ground. And there was like a cage on top of it. That shit really reminds me of Hercules. What was inside? And Hercules, they opened up the ground and they had they had famine, war, they had all that stuff in the inside, in the ground. You remember that movie?
I think it was something similar, but it was on the TV show Xena, and she went after her son. Her son was dead. She went to the underground to get him back.
Who am I trying to get back? That's what I think. I made him a cake. I made him a cake. Had strawberries on it. I just feel like Xavier doesn't really have anybody that actually, like, really likes him. Like, for real, for real. Like, even though I was talking to my mom, it's like she doesn't exist. It's some weird stuff. It's very weird. Alchemy. Look into alchemy. HH plus. Water molecules. Literally, homies. If you want a baby, you need a real boy and a real girl. Lise, no, I would rather have a wiener go inside of me to have a baby than a needle. Sorry. Well, it's not that sharp. Any woman who ever goes to the doctor to get their business checked out and they put your legs up there, I don't personally like to be up there more than necessary. And if they were sticking in vitro fertilization, right? Scientific terms, right? No. And I also believe that The Handmaid's Tale and or whatnot is going to be a lot more relevant than you think. Because then they would just hold you down, and just stick it inside you. And you would just have to have a baby, no problem. And then when you had your baby, they would take your baby away from you and give it to another lady to take care of. And then you would have to take care of their family. Like, that family, no joke, had your baby. And you cannot have no feelings, no thoughts, no emotions. And you just make sure you take care of yourself and take care of the house. It's some real F shit. Real F stuff. Okay, well, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bro. That's some crazy stuff. If it resonates, let me know. Get into the water. Get into the water. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day. If you haven't said anything today to yourself that you love yourself, find one thing to be grateful for. I like how he just swallowed.
Look on his face.
Harley, I didn't mean to grab him like that. Aww. Harley's had a sandwich. I did make him a sandwich yesterday, and he ate the whole thing except some of the bread dirt. And then he ate the cat's. He ate the cat's sandwiches too. I gave them a sandwich. Wilfred tried. The baby just stared. I think he was just there for entertainment.
Yeah, that sounds like George.
Alright, y'all. Well, look at this. And I'm off.